Hello, I'm Berni Xiong, Life Spark with Berni Xiong LLC at www.bernixiong.com. Today is Monday, March 7th, 2011, and this is episode 13 of Get a Life Spark. All right, so the topic of discussion today is vision. And I'm not talking getting your eyes checked if you need corrective lenses. I'm talking having a personal vision. Do you have one? Do you even know what one is? Now, the reason I believe that this is so important to know and to have is because having a vision guides you in life. Now, think about it. If there isn't something that you're aiming towards, a goal that you want to achieve, an ultimate dream you would want to reach, then what possesses you to continue to wake up in the morning and go about your day? Live your life and do the things in life that you do to continue the madness of living in this crazy world that we live in. And so I dedicate this video blog to having a vision. What does that mean? What does that look like? And if you don't already have one of your own, let's briefly talk about how we can craft one for you. Okay? Does that sound good? All right, let's go. Okay, so how this came about was, as most of you know, in my past life, I was in corporate sales. And so getting up every day and having the motivation and the inspiration to do what you do and to continue to talk to all the people that you talk to and make the connections that you do, it really takes a lot of motivation for you to get up every day and do that and to have the skill set to connect to people, to be passionate about what you were talking about, because obviously you're trying to make a sales at the end of the day to bring revenue to the company so the company can make a profit. So if you aren't very clear about your vision in terms of what it was you were doing for that job, how are you even able to even do your job successfully as a salesperson? And so for the longest time, I struggled until I found a company, whose culture and core values really matched that of my own, so that I could feel like, okay, maybe this product or service isn't so near and dear to my heart, but this company does such a great thing, and the way they carry themselves, they carry it with such integrity that it makes me feel dedicated and loyal to want to help this company to achieve success. And so that is what allowed me to be more passionate when I went out and engaged my customers and my prospects and had discussions about the products and services that I was selling. And so that made me a much more successful salesperson because I was so passionate what I was talking about, and more believable because the things I was talking about really sounded interesting, and I really sounded as though I really took an interest and believed in what I was talking about. And that created the buy-in for my clients. Okay, so when I think about my sales experience, it's not very different than what I do in coaching, because coaching really is me doing the same thing again. Only this time, I'm passionate about what I do because I am the product and I am the service. I am providing my services as a personal or business or an executive coach to a person who is looking to achieve a life transformation. And through my knowledge, through my experience, through my skills, through my connections, through my business savvy, through, fill in the blank, I'm able to provide a service for that person to help them achieve the success that they want. It's no different than in sales, me selling a product or service to my client. Here's the biggest difference, though. The biggest difference is this. My clients gain from my resources when they're willing to put in the work and to really identify the things that bring them the passion in life, the things that motivate them, the things that cause them to want to wake up in the morning, to do the things that they want to do, and to live their life every single day to their fullest. And you're no different than any of my clients, any of my friends, any of my family members who I've coached and assisted as they were going through this life transformation of their own. The reason you're no different is this. We're all human beings. We all have this innate, yearning to be somebody or to want something more in life than what we have. So let me explain that again. You know, regardless of what industry you're in, regardless of what job you hold, regardless of what educational background you have, we are all born with this innate desire to want to be something, whatever that thing is. And I'll use one of my clients as an example. My client is an amazing, amazing business person. And they know they do an amazing job, but they've lost that inspiration in waking up every day to do their job, because to them it's become a job that they're good at. But the real passion is to help other people. It's to help other people to not only identify what their passions are, kind of like his own self-reflection he had to do, but it was also then to provide them with the tools and resources that he has acquired over the years, both in his job and through his coaching education that he took himself, and then through the mentoring he's received from me as I've coached him as his coaching mentor. And so now he has launched his own coaching business, I'm so excited to say, so that he can start providing those services to help other people like him, who have an amazing job, an amazing salary, an amazing experience, so many wonderful things in life he's so grateful for. But now this gives him a little more sense of fulfillment, gratification, and joy, to be able to do something in life that he loves, and it's to give back to others and to help others through his own experiences, through the resources that he's been able to acquire because of the things he had to go through to achieve the level of success he's achieved now, both in his corporate position and his coaching practice that he's just launched. And I'm so excited to tell you, you're no different than any of those people, because you can have anything you want. There's this quote, I wrote it down because I knew I was going to forget it. It's by the Greek philosopher Epictetus. He said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. And it's so true. I'm not even kidding you, folks. It is so true that where we put our mind, you know, where we devote our time, really gives you the life that you want. But it starts with you. You can't expect other people to do it for you. You can't snap your fingers and hope you get the life you want in the blink of an eye, because it takes time, it takes effort, and it takes a lot of work. Trust me, I know this firsthand. Okay, so back to the vision. So let me help you craft for you a personal vision if you don't have it already. Okay? And I'm going to do it by asking you some very simple yet powerful and compelling questions that can really help guide you. All right? Okay, here goes, folks. Okay, so first of all, and actually, did you see the movie Office Space? This is a perfect example of what I'm trying to get at here. In the movie Office Space, there's a scene in the office where the guys are just so upset with their work. They're software engineers, by the way. And one of the guys says, if you had $1 million, what would you do? And so this really technical guy, real technical geek, starts talking about how he would invest the money into his cousin's company, because his company's going to make millions of dollars off of this product that he's going to develop through his software background. Anyway, so he gets cut off by, I believe it was Michael Bolton, one of the characters, another software engineer, who says, look, I don't think you understand the gist of this exercise. It's meant to ask you a question so that you can say, what is it that you would want to be in this world if there was nothing stopping you, if there's nothing in your way. And so I loved it. I loved it because that's exactly what I'm trying to get at here. So basically, what would you do if money was no issue, if you could have anything in the world and nothing is impossible? Okay? I want that to marinate a little bit before you move on to the next question. All right. And then the next question will be, okay, if that's what you would want to do, what is stopping you? All right, guys. Anyway, feel free to give me a call if you need additional help with that. I love this. A personal vision. You got to have it, guys. You got to have it. All right. www.bernixiong.com. See you next week, episode 14. Bye-bye, folks.